This is like my 7th time recording this video, and I'm starting to get very annoyed with myself. Let's try to be more organized now. This is the first video that I've posted in like the last 4 or 5 months, and due to recent events, I'm feeling a strong urge to rant, and I think it was a good idea to do it through a video. I'm going to talk about the things that happened at the majors yesterday. I'm not going to go across every division. I'm just going to talk about the things that got the most attention, specifically what I have a problem with and how I feel. Before I get started, I'm just going to say congratulations to every team that walked away as a majors champion, more specifically, Maryland Twisters reign. I have so much love for the program. I have so much love for that team. I have so much love for F5. I just love every single thing about them. I'm hoping they come out on top on Worlds. I hope they continue to have a great season. Another thing that I'm going to say is I'm not catering to anyone's feelings in this video. I don't care who you are. I'm going to talk about cheerleading right now the same way that football and basketball fans talk about football and basketball, which means I'm not holding my tongue. With that being said, let's go ahead and get this started. Now, scoring, if I'm not mistaken, because a Cheetah's mom said this, I'm going to add the comment in the video. Raw scores are predetermined. What they see at practice is how your raw score is determined. So it doesn't matter about the performance that's put on the floor. Your raw score will not fluctuate. However, deductions, if I'm not mistaken, are considered. I don't know how I feel about that. I kind of don't like it. I feel like a routine should be determined by the performance that's put out on the floor. That's why I'm really starting to like world scoring competitions a lot more. I don't care about how exclusive the majors is. A lot of the stuff that they do is definitely starting to be questioned, and I don't know how I feel about their scoring process. I don't like it. I don't like that. With that being said, for this competition to be so exclusive and only the best of the best invited, quite a few scores that I've seen are definitely questionable. Lady Jags, if I'm not mistaken, had a 91. Like, are you serious? Every score at that competition should have at least been a 94 to 95 or above, which takes me to large senior. Every single large senior score should have been in the 97 or 97s. Nothing more, nothing less. That's why I was definitely shocked when I seen that F5 had the lowest raw score out of all of the teams. F5 had the lowest raw score out of all the teams, and I was really surprised by that. The scores weren't separated by much, but F5 at the bottom, that's very questionable. I was salty about that. I was feeling some type of way. Panthers were awarded tumbling champions, which I find to be complete shizzle. I disagree with that to the full extent of disagreement. I know that's not a word. Panthers don't even have the best tumbling in their division, so how did they get the best tumbling at the competition? Panthers can't even out-tumble F5 or Shooting Stars. So how that wasn't awarded to TGLC, Generals, Reign, or any name of that variation, I'm very confused. Now, if they were trying to do one to co-ed, any team in the co-ed division, and one to any senior and the senior large division, that's definitely understandable. However, Panthers still should not have been awarded that. Should have been awarded that. Cheetahs were awarded best building or highest building, and I kind of don't agree with it, but I can definitely see how it happened. As a matter of fact, I agree with it. I can definitely see how it happened, but between them and TGLC, it's really hard. Cheetahs have 3 to 4 partner stunt sections, if I'm not mistaken, and I know that's exactly why a lot of people feel like they have the more difficult routine. But at the end of the day, that's still subjective. It's still questionable. And them and TGLC should kind of be neck and neck. Going on to TGLC, their raw score should have been higher. I feel like it was slightly downplayed. Them and Cheetahs should have been like, it should have been damn near like this. We should have seen both with 98s or both with 97s. Even, probably even 99s. The scores should have been higher and they should have been a lot closer. If we take it back to Cheer Lions, the scores were very, very close. So I don't really know how to feel about that. I feel like the score should have been closer. I know a lot of people feel like TGLC stands are just being salty and this and this and that. But I'm going to go ahead and get into something that really bothers me. Now, this dislike for Fetus Flyers isn't me jumping on a bandwagon. I've liked Cheetahs since I first seen them in 2015. Going into the 2016-2017 season, I definitely seen a drastic drop in the size of their flyers. Now, for those who believe all Fetus Flyers don't have good execution, I genuinely disagree with you. Because a lot of Fetus Flyers definitely can execute a lot better than any level 5 flyer any day. Let's stop pretending that the size of a flyer does not play a part in stunting. It definitely does. Cheetahs has like a bunch of prepubescent 13 flyers, all under 5 feet and 110 pounds. Due to that, that's the reason they put up 3 or 4 partner stunt sections. We all know that athletes and competitive cheer and all-stars are grouped by skill and not age. But at the same time, we know you can take a flyer eligible for a level 5 team, but doesn't have the level 5 skills, and you can just throw them on there. Because if I'm going to be quite honest, it is not that hard to teach flyers how to fly partner stunts. So I'd appreciate it if we can all stop pretending, because it does play a part. Now, I don't know if I said this, but Cheetahs had 3 touchdowns. At the end of the day, I don't care if Cheetahs still would have won. I want fairness and I want proper deductions. The same way everybody did co-ed elite in 2015 when the flyer fell off the shoulder sit, and we knew co-ed elite wouldn't have won. But at the end of the day, even if they still would have won, I still want a deduction. I want fairness. If your team has a mistake, they need to be rightfully deducted for it. But at the end of the day, we walked into the majors knowing that they favored Cheetahs over any other team. Still hoping that going into this competition, we could see a change, and we have not. But that's perfectly fine. Cheetahs have won that fight, but the war is still going on. We still have Cheer Sport Nationals. We still have NCA. We still have UCA. We still have Worlds. There's still quite a few competitions. And I cannot wait to see how things play out. I love competitions that use Worlds-based scoring. And I guarantee you, watch how these scores differ. Watch how there are a lot of twists and turns and backflips. We can just see how everything goes. At the end of the day, the majors may be prestigious and invite only, but it is not all of that, and they're very questionable. I don't agree with the pre-scoring. I don't agree with the pre-scoring. I feel like it should be done on that performance. You never know what is changed. I don't even care if there isn't much of a change. A team shouldn't be able to walk in and say, hey, I think I know what we're going to get. Hey, this and this and that. Nah, that's what previous competitions were for. Regardless of if the scoring was different, a lot of teams knew where they stood in their division. There's nothing that can be done about it. I've seen someone going hard for the fact that Steel had 3 touchdowns right in their stand-in full section. And it's kind of like, So you're going this hard on Steel, but then you're saying it didn't matter if Cheetahs were deducted, they would have won. You wanted the proper deductions because you wanted fairness. You said they had this, so they need to be deducted for it, and it goes the same for any other team. I really don't care who you are. You can take me as a salty TGLC stan all you want, but we knew what was happening walking into the majors, and I just wanted fairness. That's all there is about it. I'm really hoping TGLC pushes their stunting boundaries because I feel like they're holding back in that aspect. A few people feel like they hide behind their creativity and innovation, and personally, I disagree. But with that being said, it kind of makes you question, like, is that the reason they won't push their stunning boundaries? Because they feel like this is good enough. I don't know why they don't like doing high to highs, but it's kind of starting to annoy me. Someone tried to make fun of the fact that TGLC does a double up. Let's not forget the fact that Cheetahs have been doing double ups as far back as, I think, 2012 or 2013. Regardless, the competition is over and nothing can be changed, but I just want to go ahead and say this to you Cheetah parents and the Twitter comments calling people haters and saying, how does the salt taste? No one's hating on your child or your child's team. No one's a hater for wanting fairness and proper deduction. But I'm going to go ahead and end this video. I cannot wait until we get back onto the more important competition. A lot of the stuff the majors do definitely can be questioned, and it is kind of iffy, but I just want fairness. I am not a salty TGLC stan because I know at the end of the day, TGLC can walk all over Cheetahs. But I'm going to go ahead and end this video. Congratulations to all the teams that won. Yes, Cheetahs, that means you too, regardless of how crappy I think the scoring process is. You know, this is your 6th title in a row, and I think that's something to be proud about, especially for it to be an exclusive competition. I wouldn't call it prestigious, but it definitely is exclusive, the most exclusive actually. So let's see how everything turns out.